this one, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the Dallas Cowboys. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be brought out by a man who hails from Sulphur, Louisiana, played his college ball at Mississippi State, the quarterback Dak Prescott.
The numbers he put up as a rookie, outstanding. But were they really, truly sustainable? Remember, they were 13-3 his rookie season. They ended up going 9-7 in 2017. How about they went from 4 interceptions in 2016 as a rookie to 13 his second year? These are numbers that you didn't expect to stay the same, but I do expect Dak Prescott to continue to get better and better as a quarterback in the NFL.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end,
still first down.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
On second down, Elliott. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. Good coverage there, an even 50-yard punt. Leads to a return of 5. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. It'll be the 14-year veteran leading him onto the field, Alex Smith, making his first start here as a Washington Redskin.
And despite another terrific season from Alex Smith in Kansas City, Kansas City knew from the moment Patrick Mahomes was drafted, this day was going to come sooner rather than later. And now he goes to Washington and replaces Kirk Cousins. 2 different quarterbacks. Kirk Cousins a little more of the freewheeling sort. Alex Smith more deliberate, more controlled, but can still throw that dagger pass downfield.
On 1st down, it's Smith. Reed wrestling ahead. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, 66 yards. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass, and that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Everybody think.
A give to Elliott. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football.
First down.
Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Prescott now on second down. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They go to Elliott again. And some room to roam now. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Preston Smith in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. Looking for the end zone. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And before we can get to the field goal try, time will run out on this first quarter of play. 7-3 the score. We'll head back to FedEx Field after this timeout.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you.
Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense, and what a big-time play there.
To throw on second down is Smith. And he drops this off to Townsend, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him. Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field. Smith on first down. Finding some room at midfield. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. On first down, this is Geis. He spins away. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up. They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they? On second down, here's Smith. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in. Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Throwing on third down, Smith. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. David Irving in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack. That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right? Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing, the O-line coach will. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively? I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game. Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. To throw is Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Crowder now to return. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 12 yards there as they move the chains. On first down, Smith ducks into the grab over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Let's go. Let's go. 15.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, let's settle in. Come on, we're good. Hey. Set. Fire, DD.
Smith throwing again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here.
And this is caught at the 20. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. red zone now. Prescott, that's complete right around the 8. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Smith and the offense heading out for their next possession. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Back to the air. Smith on second down. And Reed with it over the middle. And a stoppage here. A timeout before this third down play takes place. As they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
15.
On 3rd down, Smith. It's brought in by Dodson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Smith now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Orange. You guys go 52. Wide 80.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And they're going to have really good starting field position here, as that's taken up close to the 40. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We want to remind you that new this year in regular season games, I'll take you around the NFL and give you stats and scores from games in progress, as well as look back at games that have already been completed. So keep an eye out for that. But for now, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here's Smith now on second down. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. That's good for a Redskin first down. Richardson on the reception from Smith.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 1st and 10, Smith. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. They'll try and get it with Geis. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On 1st down, Smith. And his throw is going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson. And that'll bring up 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
4 down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
Smith now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Here's Smith to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Smith. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. A second down throw for Prescott. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Prescott looks to throw on first. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Prescott now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. First down, Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. A first down throw for Prescott. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jeff Swaim, 31 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure the opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Smith finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll hand it down to Geis. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Redskins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Smith. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back. Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here, and I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a second down. Back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page. He's back to throw. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley. He'll look to throw. It's caught right side, it turns. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 6 there on first. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Back to throw. Burns brings it in. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Prescott to throw. finds a man on the crossing route. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And he clocks it with just over 30 seconds left. Carry now for Elliott. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now Prescott. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Geis. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatch.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Alex Smith and company heading back out there now. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes about him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Smith with his first throw of OT. And Davis has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Geis. They find some open field here. Still moving. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
I'm still an old-school football guy, and anytime you see a big-time running play, that fires me up. And if I'm on offense right now, in the position they're in now, inside the 10-yard line, I think after the way they've run it, they've set themselves up for a good play-action pass opportunity right here.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They run it here with Thompson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. All right, well, they didn't kick it on 2nd down, now 3rd and goal. You have to kick it here.
Absolutely have to kick it, because if you get a bad snap, you fall on it, you got a chance to kick it again on 4th down. Let's say it gets blocked and it's behind the line of scrimmage. You fall on it, you get another chance at it. Give yourself that option. Give yourself that opening.
On the ground, Geis. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A partner, great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.